Hey everybody, it's Dalton. You know, as we start heading into the winter months, sometimes fishing can get pretty tough. And one of the things that I rely on is a Ned Rig to help me catch fish when other things just aren't working. Now there's a simple little Ned Rig setup I want to show you. And the reason I'm showing you this, now typically a Ned Rig I throw on a really light weight, like a 1/10 ounce, something like that. Use 6-pound test, sometimes 4-pound test. This is a little bit different. When I know that some of those bass are down a little bit deeper, I want a little more weight. So I typically will bump up to 8-pound test fluorocarbon line, and I go to like a 3/16. So these little football head jigs are made by Northland Fishing Tackle, but other companies make these little football jigs as well. You can just kind of, do your own research. But these right here are excellent little Ned Rigs. It'll get you down in that deeper water where a lot of times those fish are. Now let me show you what this looks like. Now there's a lot of different kinds of Ned Rig baits. Of course, one of my favorites will always be the Z-Man TRD. It's a great bait if I can get this rod to stay in place. But I also make my own, and there's other companies as well. What I like to do is just take this little old football head right here, put my little Ned Rig on it, and as you're dragging this thing along the bottom, because of the way this line tie is, which is vertical, so when you hit a rock or something, it's going to lift that bait up just like that. So sometimes they might think it's a little crawdad, a little bait fish. This color right here is blue, but I also like any of the red colors in the wintertime. And again, if I've got stained water, I'll just go with darker colors like black and blue and June bug. But this right here is a very simple, this right here is a very simple little Ned Rig setup on a little football head, which really helps to keep this bait flat on the bottom, and then it begins to lift. And that's what I like about it. I've watched this in the water. If you want to know what it looks like, I've said this in the past. Before you take off with your boat or before you're fishing on the shore, find you some water where you can see clearly and see what these baits look like when you're moving them along with different retrieves. It will help you out a lot in fishing. So I hope this helps. Very simple Ned Rig setup. I've caught a bunch of fish with these things. I appreciate you all as always. I'll talk to you next time.